This is construction project 4, which is creating a perpendicular bisector, so something that cuts something in half and also creates a right angle. So if you scroll down on this page, you won't see the place to create the perpendicular bisector right away. You have to click open where it says technology construction, construct a perpendicular bisector. So we'll click the plus, and then the little tool should open up for you. All these instructions that I have on the right side of the page will be below this tool, but they're just over here as well, so we don't have to scroll back and forth. Okay, so step 1, to begin this activity, you're given a line segment AB. Now proceed to step 2. Okay, so nothing to do for step 1, so we'll go to step 2. So step 2, draw a circle A with a radius longer than half of AB. So to do that, we'll choose the circle with center through point tool and click on point A, and then draw a circle with a radius that is longer than half the segment AB. So we click on the circle tool, which is the 4th one, and when you click on it, the title should pop up, circle with center through point. After you click on that, you click on A, and then we want the radius of circle A to be longer than half the segment of AB, so like maybe here, something longer than halfway. So like if this is halfway-ish, we would want to be beyond that. So I'm going to go right here. C does not have to be on the line. I think I'm going to put it a little bit off the line also. It doesn't have to be on the line. It could be like a little bit below. I think it's a little bit easier if it goes like a little bit above or below the line. And then we are done with step 2. So step 3, choose the compass tool and click on point A, then point C. So we're gonna, like, clicking on A and C creates a circle with the same size as this circle, and then we wanna center that circle on the new point B. So choose the compass tool, that is the 5th one on the top. You can see it says compass, and then back down to the instructions, choose the compass tool, then click on point A, then C. So we'll click A, then click C. And that gives us a circle that has like the same radius as like the distance between A and C. And then over to the instructions, it says then click on point B to move the center of the circle to point B. So we want to center the circle around point B, so we'll put it right there. And then click on B and it should lock it into place. And then now we should have 2 circles, A and B, that have the 2 intersection points. If you cannot see the intersections, choose the move tool and we can move it around if we need to. We can also zoom in and out using these tools. You do not need to be able to see the whole circle or both circles. You just need to see the intersection points. So we don't need the whole circle. I mean, I'm going to zoom out a little bit maybe. If you just click and zoom out, it'll like make it so you can see the whole thing. So click the minus to zoom out and then click again to zoom out from the actual like tool. Okay, so moving down to step 4, choose the intersect tool and click on circle A and then circle B. That's going to give us the 2 intersection points. So this one right here and then this one right here. We want those 2 to pop up. So the intersect tool is the 3rd one. So we'll click somewhere on circle A, that first circle on the left, and then somewhere on circle B, the circle on the right. And then now you can see the 2 points popped up, D and E. Yours are in a reverse order from mine. It's not a big deal, as long as you have the 2 points labeled there. And then remember, if you ever want to move the like labeling, you click on the move tool and then, click on the move tool and then click on your letter. Sometimes it's like kind of hard to just get the letter. It's a little bit picky. It doesn't want me to just move the letter today, so I guess they're just going to be there. We can kind of see them, so it's okay. Okay, so step 5. Choose a segment tool and click on points D and E. This will construct segment DE. So the segment tool is the second one, the little line with the 2 dots on each side. So click on that, and then click D, and then click E, and now we have segment DE. And then step 6, choose the intersect tool and click on segment DE and segment AB. That'll label our intersection point as F. So we want this point where those 2 blue segments cross to be labeled. So we'll click intersect, that's the 3rd one at the top. We click segment DE, that's the vertical one. We click segment AB, that's the horizontal one. And then now we have their intersection point as F. And then going down to step 7. So we've created a perpendicular bisector now. So something that cuts the segment in half. You can see like DE cuts AB in half. It looks like it at least. And then it also creates what looks like bunch of right angles, so a perpendicular bisector. We just have to verify it now. So we just want to prove that it, did cut A, B perfectly in half, and then that these are all right angles like surrounding F. So to do that, first we'll measure the angles. So this like first two set of bullet points right here, choose the angle tool and select the points B, F, D to show that this is 90 degrees. Go back up one. So the angle tool is the 1, 2, 3, 6 button on the top. If you click on it, it should say angle. So first we'll check angle BFD. So we'll do BFD. And then you'll see that's 90 degrees. So that should pop up. And again, you should be able to move this if you want to. I don't know why it's not cooperating when I try to move it. Anyways, we can see it enough. If yours isn't moving either, just leave it there. And then the second angle we're supposed to pick is angle AFE. So we click the angle tool again, and then AFE. So notice it's like the two that are kind of like vertical of each other. And then those are both 90 degrees, so we're on the right track. It's proving that it is perpendicular, which is good. We just want to prove that it's a bisector now, which remember, like a bisector cuts two halves, or cut something into two congruent halves. So we just basically want to see that like AF, like this left side of the segment, and BF are the same length. We just need to test that. So going down to the second set of bullet points, it says find the lengths of the segments. So choose the distance or length tool and select points A and F. So the distance or length tool is I don't know how far many that over is, but it's the one that has the arrows, like the line, it says centimeters. So we click on that. And then we will click A and F. That'll give us the distance there. This one I really hope we can move. Okay, cool. So mine was like completely covering the F, and I need to click on the F for the next thing. So to move it, you click on move, like the first button on the upper left, and then you should be able to drag it wherever you need to. If it's covering the F, you definitely need to move it. And then for the next bullet point, it says choose the distance or length tool and select points B and F. So distance or length, it's like the line with the centimeters. So click B, click F, and then that distance will pop up. And then if you want to move it, click move. And then I'm just going to drag it like right down here. And then we can see that, AF and BF are the same exact length. So it is a bisector. It's a perpendicular bisector because it created right angles. And then now we just want to make sure that if we like kind of move some different features of the graphic, that like stays consistent. So going down to right here where it says finally, choose the move tool, select point A or B, and then move the point to make the segment longer and shorter. Verify that those two angles we found stay at 90 degrees and that segment AF and BF stay the same length. So click the move tool. And where they're going to click point A or point B does not matter, but we're basically just going to make this segment like longer or shorter. So you can see as it gets longer, like AF right here and BF, those are now both like 227.3, but they're the same. And then these two angles are both right angles, so that's good. They should always stay like both right angles, even if I moved around like this, and then AF and BF should stay the same distance. The only thing that makes it kind of mess up is if you go like too small, because the circles have to intersect for this to work, which is why we had to make the radius like over half the distance, was to make sure the circles intersect. So just make sure the circles are big enough to intersect. They can be whatever size you want, whatever direction you want. And we're just noticing how, the two segments AF and BF stay the same distance, and then these are both 90-degree angles. Okay, and then once you've verified, you can take a screenshot. Remember on a Chromebook, it is like the button right above the 6 that helps you take a screenshot. And then you would click next and go to where it says file upload for the construction project 4.